Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I am the Y2K collector, and I'm back with one more video. I've been going through my Nintendo Switch collection, and it's grown over the past couple years. And for me, I'm just starting to realize that I have a good amount of certain types of games. Just because I focus on, a few categories. I'm not the type of person to just go out and buy every game because it was made. I have specific genres and video game types that I'm really into. And as I've gone through, I've just kind of created my own top 20, I guess, in each, category. And that goes from, shmups to action platformers, action adventure games, RPGs, beat 'em ups, things of that nature. And so today, as I was just doing a little bit of rearranging, I said, some of the beat 'em ups that I've played on the Switch are some of the best I've ever played. And I grew up during the era of Streets of Rage, the original Streets of Rage 2, which was huge. Arcade beat 'em ups, that was my era. You go into a arcade store with $10 and quarters and you just spend 3-4 hours just going through. So, on the Nintendo Switch, there are a ton of action side scrollers and beat 'em up games that I just think are awesome. And so I wanted to go through my top 20 must-have beat 'em ups and 2D side scrolling action games for the Nintendo Switch. So I'm not going to waste any more time, and I'm just going to get right into it. So the first one we have up here is the Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. This is a pretty cool Switch game here. A little bit of a side scroller. I got this on download to try it out. Has that whole NES feel, but very good art style. And that's what I love about the 2D games. They age well. They just last really well. This is a game that we all know, Dead Cells, right? So we all know about Dead Cells Game of the Year. I think, what year was that? 2019 or 2018, somewhere back there. Again, just, look at the art style. 2D side scroller. This is an amazing game. A lot of fun, very addictive. I've never beaten it, but it is a great game to play. All right. Next up, we have a strictly limited release. I've talked about this one before. 99 Vitas. This is another 2D beat 'em up type game. Really cool art style there. So you could check that out. This isn't one of the most fun 2D beat 'em up games, but it is pretty fun. So check it out. And how a lot of these games are, it's pretty much, punch. You have a couple varying moves, but it's pretty much the same idea. Here's a little throwback for you. Ninja Saviors, right? Return of the Ninja Warriors. So this is a Super Nintendo game. I believe this came out on Super Nintendo. I think there was a Genesis version, not sure. But I've played this game on the Super Nintendo. Pretty cool game. Check it out. Ninja Savior. This one caught my eye. This is a pretty cool one. Streets of Red, right? So again, that whole kind of 16-bit feel. This one's a little bit more graphic though. Let me get that one in frame. But this is a cool one here. So check that out. Streets of Red. Okay, this is one I just spoke about the other day. This is a recent pickup. Fight and Rage. And hang on. There we go. Just had to get that in focus. Yeah, so Fight and Rage. Haven't really had a chance to play too much of this one, but it's a pretty cool one. Limited run, just released. If you get a chance, pick that up. This is more of an NES kind of feel. This is Jay and Silent Bob on the Nintendo Switch. Right, so check that out. And I'm just going through quick here. This is just a quick video I wanted to put out today, but this is some Sunday beat 'em ups and 2D action side scrolling games that you should check out. These are in my top 20. Here's a cool one. This is a more recent release. This is more kind of 2D side-scrolling hack and slash more so than beat 'em up, but this is Bladed Fury. I mean, if you like combos, if you like quick action, yeah, check this out. Bladed Fury. Pretty cool one. Yep. All right. And then this is one that, again, this is a game that no matter how many times I try to sit down and say, I'm going to beat this game, I just never get through it. But this is a really fun one. River City Girls. Everyone knows about River City Girls. This one has the whole reflective cover. I've played this game a bunch. Like I said, I haven't beaten it yet. The bosses are really cool. I like the way the levels are laid out in this game. You know, it's like an open world 2D side scrolling game, which is just interesting because you can take different alleyways and corridors. You can instead of actually defeating your opponents, you can actually like beat them into submission and then make them fight for you. It's pretty cool. There's tons of combos, upgrades. You can change your outfit, which increases HP and strength and durability and speed. And it's just a really, really well thought out 2D side scrolling beat 'em up, more of an open world beat 'em up. If you haven't played this game, or download it, play it, it's a lot of fun. All right, here goes the homage to my young beat 'em up days. That's Streets of Rage 4. Don't really need to talk too much about this. I love the music in this game. If you're looking for a nostalgic Sunday afternoon, pick up Streets of Rage 4 and just play the game, or just play the soundtrack. But this is a pretty awesome one. Streets of Rage 4. All right, next up, then we have Gigantic Army. This is, so, if you follow the channel, you'll know that I've collected a lot for like the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast. And there's a game that came out for the Sega Saturn in Japan. It's called Assault Suit Lanos 2. And that's what this reminds me of. Now, that game is a lot of fun to play, but it's just in Japanese. So I never really know what they're saying. So Gigantic Army is just a great way to kind of play something with that same feel, with an English translation. So check this one out. It's just more like a mech. You're more like a mech warrior bot with a bunch of weapons, and you're just blasting your way through. So pretty cool game. Here's one many of us know, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, right? Don't need to talk too much about this one, but this is just that homage to Castlevania. So this is a pretty cool one. Check that out. That's a limited run release. Here we go. We got another limited run right here. Dust, an Elysian Tale. So this kind of feels a lot like Bladed Fury in that it has that, that more artsy 2D artwork. It's a little bit different. Here, you'll catch it in the camera. I don't know how much of that you can get, but it's pretty cool. Combos galore. You get a little sidekick, and she shoots projectiles, and you can combine those projectiles with your combos, and you upgrade your sword, and it's just a lot of really fun elements. The music in this game is really amazing. It just keeps you involved and engaged, so definitely check that out. All right, we're getting down to it. Okay, then we have Val Faris. Love the music. Very, punk type of action shooter. Lots of guns, lots of weapons, lots of gore, just swords, all types of stuff. Really fun game. You got to play this. I beat that game. That might have been one of the first games I think I beat on the Switch. Here we go. Scott Pilgrim, another new limited run release. This is a 2D beat 'em up. Not much really that needs to be said here. A lot of fun, a lot of action. Haven't gotten to get too much into this one because I just picked this up. But this is definitely up there. Sorry, for me and my collection. All right. Ooh. And if you suffer from allergies, I know you're feeling it this season. This is a bad allergy season. All right, here we go. So Time Spinner, right? So 2D side-scrolling action game. Again, this is like a game that I feel like you should play while drinking some coffee and just relaxing. The music is kind of mature for a game. And even the theme, some of the conversations, just very interesting dialogue, but the action is there. The artwork is there. This is just, This is more of like a homage to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but this is done very well. It's not, it's not amazing, but it's not bad at all. It's a really good one. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. It's a really good one. So check out Time Spinner. All right, now we're just down to a few special editions that we got to get out the way. So the first one that we have here is Coffee Crisis. This looked like a really cool, 2D beat 'em up game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I grabbed this because I saw it was really cheap. It was like $19.99. So Coffee Crisis, pretty cool 2D beat 'em up if you like those types of games. I'll check it out. Next up, we have Mother Russia Bleeds. This is one that I've talked about before as well. Really cool 2D beat 'em up game by Special Reserve Games. So I think this one is a little more mature. A lot of blood and gore in this one. So, all right, down to it, getting down to the wire. This is one that's really shot up. The Messenger. I've played this. This game is very addicting. You don't think you're going to want to sit down. You don't think you're going to wind up playing it for a few hours, but you just start playing and so it's like the more you get the hang of the controls, the more you just keep playing and playing and playing. And then the artwork and the dialogue, this is just very well done. So if you haven't had a chance to play The Messenger, check it out. Okay. And last but not least, we have Gris. Whoops, upside down. Look at me here. So here we go, Gris. And this, Gris, if you've played this game, if you've beaten this game, you'll know that there are times where the level does flip upside down and you're having to kind of get through it. But this is a very, very cool game. If you're into art, you like artwork, you like 2D stories, there's no dialogue in this. It's just all sounds, music, and colors. This is a game that I used to play at night just to kind of help me relax and go to sleep. I beat this game. It's a very short game, but if you haven't had a chance to play this, please play it, check it out, pick it up. I think Special Reserve just did a re-release of this game, so that's Gris. And that does it for my top 20 2D side-scrolling action beat-em-up games on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know which ones you like. Let me know if I missed something that was, that's great or that I haven't played or seen yet. I'm always into finding really great and unique games that I can add to my library. So I hope you're having a great Sunday. Again, this is the Y2K Collector, and I hope you have a good week. Talk to you.